Hey everyone, Sam here from Silly Stories for Kids. Guess what? Here's another story made up on the spot just for you. We hope you enjoy it. Okay, let's go. One day, two kids named Mac and Lenny were sitting out the front of their house. Now, as they were sitting, they realised that there was a very big noise that seemed to be getting closer and closer to where they were. What is that? Said Mac. I have no idea, said Lenny. As they were sitting and talking, all of a sudden they saw two things coming around the corner. They're monster trucks, said Mac. Monster trucks, said Lenny. The two monster trucks pulled up in front of Mac and Lenny's house and stopped. Hey, who are you calling a monster? Oh, sorry, said Mac. That's just what I thought you were called. No, my name's Morris. Morris? Said Lenny. Yeah, Morris Monster Truck. I am a monster truck. I tricked you. Oh, that was a good trick, said Mac. And who's this next to you? Next to Morris, there was a beautiful pink monster truck. Oh, that's Marie. Hi, said Lenny. Hello, said Marie. Now, are you Mac and Lenny? Yes, they said. How did you know? Because we've come to take you for a ride. Do you want to come with us? Yes, said Mac. Definitely, said Lenny. Their mum came out and waved goodbye as they jumped in the monster trucks and started driving off down the street. So, Morris, said Mac as they were beginning to drive, where are we going? Oh, I can't tell you that because that's a secret. Yes, it is a secret, said Marie. Should we be worried, said Lenny. Always, said Morris. The kids giggled as the cars drove around different corners and different corners. They'd been driving for a while and the kids realised they seemed to be going up and up and up and up. They were getting higher and higher and higher up some kind of strange mountain. The monster trucks were very powerful. They could drive over big boulders and rocks, and as they were getting higher, they realised, what is that there? Said Lenny. Well, said Marie, that is actually the world's biggest monster truck jump. What? Said Mac. Yeah, we're going to try and set a world record for the biggest monster truck jump ever. Oh dear, said Mac. Are you sure that's a good idea? No, said Marie. Definitely not, said Morris. I don't think I want to be a part of this one, said Lenny. Well, it's okay if you got your seatbelts on. All of a sudden, two seatbelts came out of the chairs behind Mac and Lenny and strapped them down to the seat. Hey, I can't get out, said Mac. Me either, said Lenny. Yeah, because you got to be part of the jump. Yes, you got to be part of the biggest jump in history, said Marie. It was very, very funny. No, we're just kidding. You don't have to do it if you don't want to, but it will be a lot of fun. Yeah, it's going to be so much fun. And don't worry, everything is completely safe. I think I want to do it, said Mac. Okay, me too, said Lenny. Okay, let's line up the jump. As they were starting to get ready, all of a sudden they could hear other noises. There was helicopters and cars and all kinds of things. In no time at all, a gigantic crowd of thousands and thousands of people appeared either side of the runway down the giant jump. Where did they all come from? Said Lenny. Well, we told them that it was time and that you said yes, so all our fans came from everywhere. Yippee, said Marie. I love it when they all rock up because it makes it so much more fun. Okay, said the kids. I guess this is going to be okay. As they were sitting there, Morris and Marie started to rev their engines. Are you ready? Yelled Morris. I think so, yelled the kids. Then let's go! The crowd all started to yell as the two monster trucks went flying down the ramps unbelievably quickly. It was a very, very long ramp leading to a very, very big jump. And as they were going down, they were getting faster and faster and faster. I'm hitting max speed, yelled Morris. Me too, said Marie. Yelled the kids. It was a very funny sight to be seen as two giant monster trucks with two screaming kids started heading down a gigantic ramp side by side at an astronomical speed. As they started to head to the end of the jump, all of a sudden Mac realised something. Hey, that ramp looks too steep. It's gonna backflip time, yelled Morris. And the two monster trucks hit the air. They started doing backflip after backflip after backflip after backflip. And the kids were going round and round and round. The crowd was screaming and yelling and so excited. But then something very strange happened. The backflip stopped. What happened? Said Mac. And two gigantic wings popped out the side of either of the monster trucks. What? Said Lenny. And the monster trucks started to glide. It was amazing. They were gliding through the air, zooming from side to side to side. How is this even possible? Said Mac. Because we got these specially installed for the gigantic jump. How far are we going? Said Marie. Well, if we make the world record, we're going to be jumping from Victoria in Australia across the ocean all the way to Tasmania! Yeah! Woohoo! Said Mac. This is incredible! Yes, it is, said Marie. She was gliding from side to side. What are we going to do while we wait? Said Lenny. Well, there's plenty of other things to do. Watch this, said Mac. And with that, he pressed a button on his dashboard, and in front of them started to appear some rings. What are those? That's a very special extra points rings. If you can guide us through the middle of those rings, they explode into funny light patterns and we get extra points for the world record. Really? Said Lenny. Yeah, really? Said Morris. All right, how do we control it? Take control of the steering wheel, said Morris. Yes, take control. It'll be lots of fun, said Marie. Okay, said the kids. So each one of the kids grabbed hold of the steering wheel in the middle of their car, and as they started to turn the wheel, whoa, I'm in control, said Mac. Me too, said Lenny. They were zooming around through all the rings. Every time they went through the middle of one, it would explode into sparkly light patterns. And as they went, it was so much fun. The rings were going up and down and side to side. Sometimes they even had to do twirls and backflips to get all the different rings. As they were zooming through the sky, the rings suddenly disappeared. Hey, the rings are gone, said Mac. That's because we're almost there, said Morris. They looked, and sure enough, they could see the land in the distance. And at the spot that looked like it was ready for them to land, there was another gigantic crowd. They were setting off fireworks and yelling and cheering. It was incredible. As the monster trucks were getting close, all of a sudden, Morris got very worried. Uh-oh, said Morris. What do you mean, uh-oh, said Mac. I don't think I'm gonna make it. He was going down. He was getting lower and lower and lower. It looked like they were about to land in the ocean. I'm running out of power too, said Marie. Oh dear, said the kids. What happens if we land in the ocean? Oh, I didn't think of that, said Morris. I guess we sink. What? Said the kids. We don't want to sink. Hang on, we've got to be able to do something. They looked around the monster trucks. They even climbed out the cab and started climbing all over the car to see if there was something that they could do. Hey, what are these bottles in the back of your tray? Said Lenny. Oh, well, that was the exploding rocket fuel that we decided not to use. Do you think we could use some now? Said Mac. I think it's our best chance, said Morris. So the kids grabbed the bottles of exploding rocket fuel and started to tip it in the petrol tanks of each one of their monster trucks. As they were jumping from truck to truck as they were side by side, it was very scary. They could see the ocean down below, but they had to get it done. The trucks were getting lower and lower and lower. They could see in the distance that the noise of the crowd was starting to stop. They looked very worried. Were the trucks going to land in the ocean? I think it's all in there, said Mac. I guess we'll see what happens. All right, said Morris. Okay, said Marie. Press the accelerator pedal as hard as you can, yelled Marie. Okay, are you ready, Lenny? Yelled out Mac. I think so. Are you ready? I don't know, but it's our only chance. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. And on 3, both of the kids put their foot on the accelerator pedal as hard as they could. Nothing happened. Oh dear, it was worth a... The monster trucks blasted with the most power that anybody had ever seen. It shot them back high in the sky. They zoomed over the last bit of the ocean and landed perfectly in the landing strip where all the crowd was waiting. The crowd went wild. They were so excited. Fireworks were blasting and the trucks were doing burnouts. The kids were laughing. It was so much fun. "We did it!" yelled Morris. "Hooray!" yelled Marie. "Hooray!" yelled the kids. That was so much fun. "Hey, do you kids want to do one last trick for the crowd?" Yes, please," said the kids. "All right. Jump back in." So the kids jumped back in the monster trucks and they started to drive to either end of the runway. The trucks started driving straight towards each other. Morris, I think we're going to crash," said Mac. "No, we're not going to crash." Lenny was in the other truck. "Marie, we're going to hit them." "No, we're not going to hit them. It's okay." And as the trucks were about to hit each other, two giant jumps blasted out of the ground, and the trucks hit the jumps and did opposite backflips to each other, twirling and spinning. As they were going, fireworks started blasting out of their tires. "Wow!" yelled the kids. "This is amazing!" The trucks were laughing, the kids were yelling, and the crowd went wild. When they landed on the ground once more, everybody came and surrounded the monster trucks. They lifted the kids up in the air and were cheering and throwing them up and down. "Mac and Lenny are the best! Mac and Lenny are the best! Hooray!" The kids laughed. "Okay, kids, we better get you back home." How are we going to get home?" Just then, the kid's mum appeared in the crowd on the other side. "Mum, how did you get here?" "Well," she said, "I don't think you'd believe me, even if I told you." And that is the end of the story. This episode is brought to you by Morris's Monster Truck Jumps. Do you need to do a jump that's so big it can set a world record? Or maybe even a universe record? Make sure you hit up Morris for the perfect ramp for you. We hope you've been enjoying silly stories for kids. Head over to the website for other ways to get involved or to join the family. This has been me, Morris Monster Truck. And me, Sam. We'll see you soon.